Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I wanted to go through the new Gemme banner for Illusion Connect, whether you should pull on it, and also update some information about the Halloween event. So let's get into it. Okay, so when we jump into the game, they've done a bit of a hot fix on it. The big one here for me is they've adjusted the difficulty of it. Like I said in my previous video, the final boss was originally about 600k power, which is huge. They've reduced the difficulty by approximately 85%. The final boss, that is. The 3F boss, Vivian, has reduced approximately 85%. So it's going to be a little bit easier. You may not be able to get there right now, but keep in mind it's a 14-day event, so eventually you may be able to still clear it. Like, there's a lot of progress to go on in 14 days, so keep that in mind. Then Nightmare Exchange, they basically got the time wrong. They said 5 p.m. It's now 5 a.m. Cool beans. The next thing, in my previous video, I talked about doing the daily quest for dating. I got that a little bit wrong. Apparently it's level 4 intimacy that you can start dating, and also there appears to only be 4. There may be more, but we're not too sure yet. But 4 that we know of are partners that you can date, those being Saya, Nina, and Victoria, the 3 starting partners, and then also Miyuki. As you can see here, mine does have the date option, so for that, just get one of those guys up to 4 intimacy, and then you can go ahead and do the date for that. 4 intimacy, really easy to get to. For me, I'd be doing either Saya or Miyuki, probably Miyuki as my number 1 pick because she's really awesome. Saya also pretty good and not too bad to upgrade. The other 2, it's going to take you a while before you can upgrade them, so I would leave those out for now. Okay, so the first thing I want to mention is I didn't see this when we did the previous video on the soft launch server. Maybe it wasn't there, but it does tell you that he's going to give you, the little ghosty dude is going to give you 10% of the chocolate coins based on the amount you already have here. So if you don't spend them, he's going to give you 10% of them. However, when we look at the discounted ones, so the day 1 grand discount, and also the potions, I mean, for 10 chocolates, I'm tempted to just go ahead and get those as well. But the discounts, don't look at 2% off and go, who cares about that discount? As you can see up the top here, we do have a discount timer with 23 hours 44 minutes at the time of recording this, but it's not a 2% discount. When you're going from 13,000 to 2,600, that's a big discount, not 2%. So you definitely want to pick these up, but wait for the reset for him to stock you up, and then get this after you get the stock up is playing optimally, but definitely pick these up anyway. And it's not the end of the world if you get them early, but just something to consider there. I definitely think it's worth picking up this SSR gear if you can get the chocolates to get some. But that is pretty much all I wanted to update from that event. We're still waiting on figuring out how we get Edward. Not too sure on how this is going to work. I've been chatting with some people. Looks like we can get 30 shards all up, but keen to see what happens. But now, let's jump over into the summons, and let's talk about this banner. So this banner, this is another thing that hasn't been represented well. We're not too sure. So should you summon on this banner? I feel like yes, if you have the tickets. It's an in-depth one with these select summons. So for efficiencies, it's nice to do every select banner to 20 because then you're getting a guaranteed SSR every second 10 pull. However, if you really want this chick, you're going to need 70, which free-to-play isn't going to get the 70 straight up. Now, we are unsure if she goes into normal banner rotation after this event. But the key thing is, if you do get a copy of her, you'll be able to farm her from Arcana. Now, I apologize for having a lot of unknowns in this video, but I've been speaking to people and no one can really seem to have the answers to these things. So in the soft launch server in the Arcana, we were able to get the Enforcers and Kasumi as drops to use. However, since Global went live, I have not spoken to anyone who's seen the Enforcers or Kasumi in there. So I feel like the Arcana is only going to have units from the Radiant Summon banner, the general banner, which is this one. I feel like it's only going to have heroes from this. So if we go to see details, you can see what you can get from that. And I feel like those are the only ones you're going to be able to get from the Arcana in the way it is at the moment. Like I said, in soft launch, it was different. So picking up a copy of her could be important. I will make another video once I can find the information on whether she will go into the normal banners, because we do have Kasumi coming up as well, who is really strong. However, we know from the soft launch server, because even now on the soft launch server, Kasumi is available in the Radiant banner. So for me, I feel like it is worth picking up a copy of this chick. Also, she is incredibly strong. She is very strong on paper at the moment. I've been speaking to some guys doing some very in-depth testing at 6-star. Big shout out to Nico Played Nick and Bamco. They've been doing some testing and doing some math, and on paper they basically say, and I'll do a video on her later with the testing, but basically their opinions are she would be a god tier unit if her damage was if she actually did the damage that it was read to be. They believe she's bugged at the moment, and the numbers she's actually doing is less than what is represented in her abilities. So basically they reckon if she is bugged, she's going to be god tier once it gets fixed. If she's not, she's still going to be SS. So a really strong unit anyway. So one that definitely worth having to be able to pick up and use. So back to this general question of should you pull for Gemme? I say yes, I am going to, because I'm happy to spend a little bit, but I don't want to wail out. I'm going to wait and see, because we have 6 days left on this banner. I'm definitely going to do 20 eventually, but I want to save until I have 70 so that I can try and go all in on her and definitely get a copy of her. So we do have 6 days to go, so it's a fair bit of time to wait before you have to make a decision. But for me, if you are a light spender like me, if I go over here to the shop and show you the packs and we go to limited time shop, I'll definitely take that one. Yoink. As you can see, there's some ones with some expensive tickets. Like, free to play, if you've saved all your diamonds, you can buy some of these tickets, but it's not really that reliable. Okay, we've got some of these ones back in here. I can see... Oh, it must have refreshed since the marquee one. So I did do the marquee one and bought the 2 cheap ones. So I might even pick up a cheap one here to get just tickets. And the value is very shifting. So the 23 here... So this one's half the cost of this one. The one on the right's half the cost of the one on the left, or in the middle, should I say. But you only get 50% more cards for the 100% more cost. So just weigh out what packs if you want to buy any. I may wait until the end. I'll see if they have any other events to get some, and then I'll probably just summon and do the 20 at least, and then try and go for the 70, because I really do want a copy of her. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, I will do a full video covering her. I just want to get some more information before I go into it, and then we'll look at the lens upgrades and everything like that. As for Edward, still not sure. We'll have to wait and see, but definitely worth at least doing 20 on this banner, in my opinion, just because we're unsure. But I definitely wait 6 days, unless you're in a rush. If you know you definitely want to summon her, then go for it. If you're not too sure because you think Kasumi's coming, you're not too sure what you want to go for, I'd wait. We'll wait and see how this pans out. I'm going to keep digging to try and find information on whether she will go into the normal rotation, because if she does go into the normal rotation, then it's pretty much up to you on who you like more between Kasumi and her, and who you want to go for. So that is pretty much it. Anyway, let me know if you are going to summon for her. Like I said, the 20 is a pretty safe bet to just go ahead and get the other thing is, you got to remember, you do have a 40% chance to get her on that 20. So she is a buffed rate. It's not that you get her after 70. It's that anytime you get it, you do have a 40% chance of pulling her. I know FG3000 had terrible luck on his marquee banner, but you know, hopefully we can get the luck and get her off of 20 on that guaranteed SSR. I mean, a 40% chance, it's 40%. Have a crack. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.